Hey Gemini, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. This will be your weekly reading for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I do consider all these weekly readings to be timeless, so whenever you're guided here, just trust that it is the right time for you. So to start it off, I did pull a rune for you guys for the week, and you got Tiwaz, which speaks to a week of leadership, victory. It's an energy of bravery and courage. So let's get into it. I'm going to start with the Black Moon Astrology cards, and what we're going to do is we're going to start with the overall energy, and then we're going to look at the challenge for the week, and then we are going to look at advice. So the first card that we had come out, we got the Fire Element, Desire, and this card also came out for the Aries reading this week. We got the Air Element, Communicating, for the challenge. And for the advice, we have the Grand Cross, Provoker. Interesting. On the bottom of the deck, we've got Black Moon Lilith, the Mystery, number 12, the Divine number. All right. Looking first at the overall energy, the Fire Element, your desires, number 37 breaks down to a 10. 10 is completions. It's also new beginnings. And we're speaking of fire. So fire is energy of passion and getting things started, right? This is like Two of Wands kind of energy. It's pushing ahead, and it's strength, and it's courage, exactly like Tiwaz here. So your overall energy is an energy of courage. Okay, there could be some new starts here. Or a sudden change in direction. There could be a shift, like in your drive, in your passions, in your fire energy. You probably have really good instincts at the moment. Just make sure that you're staying grounded. Watch out for bossy energy. When this card comes up, it could indicate a type of like a bulldozing energy that can be kind of hard to deal with. Others may claim that they're speaking to you from a place of truth and concern, whereas they might not understand the situation very well or offer the best advice. So keep that on your mind. Make sure that you're using discernment this week. Also, be careful of others attempting to take over and claiming something that you have created or started as their own. Because this card can imply the ego kind of going out of control, but it's also important that you keep yours in check as well, okay? Could be thinking in larger terms right now. Details might not matter as much, so just make sure that you get everything kind of nailed down. You might be kind of tempted to fly on the seat of your pants and rely on spontaneity, which isn't a bad idea, because the fire card says that you have good instincts at the moment. You'll be able to carry it off, just as long as you're also grounded. Okay. This is a card of passion, so if romance is your question, this is a compelling attraction, at least on one part of you. Don't make the mistake, however, of attempting to make your love interest jealous. Especially like if you're feeling like you're not kind of getting the attention that you crave, because I feel like this would backfire. If the attention strays though, don't be afraid to have a backup plan. Okay, in romance, this card can indicate sudden attraction, but if it's not meant to be, it'll burn up fast. But if the relationship has legs, you'll be great supporters and protectors of each other. So the fire card is one of new starts. Okay, new beginnings, often after the past has burnt away. Okay, so this denotes a period of renewal, where you start anew. Be honest in your approach. Okay, any arrogance will be your enemy. We've got, as the potential block or challenge, the air element, communicating. So all actions result from thought. Okay, so it's the thoughts that matter. Think it over first. Okay, put some mental energy into it before you put your talk into action. Be logical. Sort it out. Okay, the air element is all about being objective and becoming mentally inspired. And when we think of air, we think of clouds and sky and what connects us to the beyond. Right? Air is about lofty thinking. It's about being broad-minded and expansive. You could actually have some challenges with some air sign people this week: Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And they usually come off as a little cool and detached. They weigh everything, right? They mull the situation over, deciding what they think, and then they process what they feel. And you're part of this bunch, so you could be, Gemini, working against yourself at this time, during this week, I should say. Air also reminds us of flight, and flights of the mind are what the air element rules over. So your own thinking might get in your way this week, gems, or communicating. Okay, air is all about being quick on your toes, how curious you are, how ingenious. Air also gives us the power to apply our energies in diverse ways. It's all about being spontaneous, being in the moment, landing on your feet, and where you're able to approach things with precision and sharpness. Right? There's also freedom now to take a new path. Okay, this corresponds to the Ace of Swords. So there could be some new information coming in, some new mental energy, that kind of, and we're going to get some more, we're going to get some tarot on this, so I don't want to go too deep on this, but there definitely could be something around communication or information that comes in this week that that kind of throws you off or gives some kind of challenge. In the advice, we got number 47. 47 breaks down to the master number 11. 11 is awakening. Okay. And Helen Keller said, life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Okay. And the Grand Cross is, it's an area of tension in a chart, but it becomes this great catalyst for movement and change. The Grand Cross is a very rare configuration. It's also called the Grand Square, and it occurs when 4 planets form this perfect cross in the skies. And these planets are around 90 degrees from each other, meaning there are 4 planetary squares and 2 planetary oppositions, 180 degrees apart. Okay, so squares in the astrological chart cause tension and restriction. Oppositions as well are seldom soft aspects, right? They come with the pressure to grow and the will to exceed any limitation that you put on one's path. But the Grand Cross is the most rare and intense of all. In mythology, this alignment represents the 4 directions. It's also called the Cosmic Cross, and it's symbolic of the 4 seasons, equinoxes and solstices, as well as the cross quarter days. And this indicates a period of time when your life might seem at cross purposes. And usually when a Grand Cross occurs, it indicates a crisis, yet through this will be the painful process of growth and then renewal, and then eventually a greater foundation for happiness and success. And it's almost as if the planetary energies are in competition with each other. So this might be a rather exasperating week for you, gems, where maybe you feel provoked and frustrated over like booby traps that seem to be set in your way. It's as if everything is working at cross purposes. You feel pulled in many directions. There could be some false leads or failed plans that leave you like, unable to like produce concrete accomplishments at this time. That doesn't mean that things aren't going to work out though, okay? But there could definitely be some frustrations, and now that you know it, you can be prepared for it. Remember that we can't always we can't always control what happens in our life, but we can control how we react to it. And there was 12 minutes on the clock when I said that. So this suggests that, and when the Grand Cross comes up, it shows how you communicate. Right? Are you communicating as well as you should? Are you abandoning a worthy project the minute it loses shine in an effort to capture a greater, glossier prize? But more simply, in your effort to accomplish more, are you juggling all the balls in the air? Do you notice as you juggle if you are stuck in the same spot and that maybe not much has been achieved? This suggests that there are multiple talents that you're able to access, as well as numerous paths you can take. Okay, so focus and organization are going to be key this week. Until this matter, whatever you're dealing with, phases out, expect a little resistance, okay? Because opposition is the main energy field of the moment, okay? But once you're on track, the momentum towards the attainment of what you desire is going to be impossible to stop, okay? It mainly has to do with the shifting of energy and switching into gear. So in regards to relationships or love, they will have a faded quality. You might not want to let go of a person no matter how hard it gets. Okay? There will be sacrifice and compromise with this relationship, and it'll be one where you may want to bump your head against many walls that seem to fly up out of nowhere, and you're being challenged. And if you do not weather it out and see where the future brings, you're likely going to always regret letting this relationship go. If the question's about career or business, know that it'll happen. It will be hard, but it'll happen. Okay, you have to be willing to walk the miles. Diligence will be required, Gemini. What's positive about the Grand Cross is you're becoming more realistic and more focused. Okay, you won't be attracted so much by like glitz and glamour, but more like looking towards stability and long-lasting success. A good thing to remember is it's best not to fight the hard lessons at this time. In fact, this is a period where you're going to need to take stock of all that has brought you to this place. Okay, it's time to draw on your own strength. And in doing so, you will move from uncertainty to a place of peace and contentment, okay? I'm going to get some divine animals from this beautiful deck by Stacey DeMarco, one of my favorite creators. For my Geminis, tell me about this fire element, please. Thank you. We got the tarantula. Oh, oh, oh. Am I taking those? No. Okay. Ah, sorry. Hold on, let me just get 2 more of these out here. My Geminis, tell me about this air. Thank you. We got the dolphin, the tarantula. Let's get one more. Tell me about this Grand Cross. We got the red crown crane. I think this came out also for my Aries. Some of you guys might have some Aries energies in your chart, or maybe you need to check out the Aries reading this past week. On the bottom, we got the gorilla piece. All right. It's kind of hard to see, but whatever. So, and I didn't even talk about Black Lilith, but we'll get to her. We'll leave the great mystery for last. All right. So the tarantula in connection and correspondence to the fire element, what you desire. You could be desiring some new connections at this time. You could be connecting some dots. What is that, 13? Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was 13 or 43. 13 breaks down to a 4, which is stability, creating structure. I'm hearing security. So it's time to bring together the different aspects of your life. Everything's connected. Okay, when you're afraid or unsure, it's important to know that you're never alone. Okay. Also, spiders always remind me of your unawakened magic, what you're creating, the web that you're weaving. Just know that you can do magic. Okay? We all can. The dolphin, I'm not going to spend too much time on the animals because I spent quite a bit on the astrology portion, but the dolphin is happiness. It also always gives me a feeling of healing, of community, and also like extra sensory energy comes through, like clairvoyance, claircognizance, these types of energies. You could be just like sensing or feeling things a little more strongly at this time. But in this deck, the dolphin refers to happiness, and happiness is not a continuous state, but it is a worthy feeling to seek. Okay, so this week, take some time to identify and know what makes you happy. Okay, and then do more of this. Happiness has everything to do with your reaction to life rather than what happens to you from outside sources. Right? So if you place your happiness solely in the hands of other people, then you're going to be disappointed, Gemini. Okay. The red crown crane, number 29, breaks down to what? Is that another 11? 9, 10, 11, yeah. The red crown crane speaks to loyalty in this deck. So your loyalty could be being questioned, or it might be time to re-examine your loyalties. Are you able to be trusted, or those around you? make sure you're keeping your word if you're giving it at this time, or any time I should say, but you also might want to take relationships slowly, make sure that you're building strong connections. Something about promises you've made and must keep coming through here. And then on the bottom, we've got another, is that a number 4? Why can I not see these two? It's a 1. Why do all my 1s look like 4s today? It's a 1. Okay. I don't know what that laugh was, but anyway, peace, the gorilla. 1 is new beginnings, right? It's also the source energy, pure source energy. You could be searching for peace this week, which, listen, to seek or to negotiate for peace is a position of strength, not weakness, okay? Gemini, this week, choose peace rather than war, okay? Strong leaders lead by example. And the greatest kind of strength involves restraint. Okay, don't judge a book by its cover. I don't know who that's for, but let's get some tarot out here. Let's see, what do we want to look at? I kind of want to look at this air element. Let's just see what comes out for my Geminis for this week, please. Geminis. One more. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We've got the 9 of Cups in reverse. The 9 of Cups in reverse, you might not get what you wanted, or there might be some disappointment here. You could feel like somebody's not pouring into your cup. But look what it's followed up by, and I'm going to clarify this card because I'm curious. I think we're going to go with what's the tea, actually. And these are located also on my showcase on the app that has the teas in it, the 2 teas. I just want to look at this. What is this 9 of Cups? Too busy winning. Yeah, something might not have went your way, or somebody that you're dealing with could be just too focused on their goals. Or maybe you're too focused on your goals. What is this? Tell me what this 9 of Cups in reverse. Tell me what this 9 of Cups in reverse. No? You could notice some fake smiles. Notice somebody is not, yeah, just keep getting like somebody not pouring into your cup, or somebody being fake, phony, and you're over here like, listen, Linda, I don't have time for all that, okay? I am too busy winning, and you definitely are. You definitely are, Gemini. The 10 of Pentacles, you're looking at your long-term abundance, okay? This is about like leaving a legacy type shit, all right? There's definitely some abundance coming in here. And it's because I feel like you've been reverent. You have been very grateful. Like you could even be practicing gratitude, or there's just a feeling of great reverence here, and things growing because of that. Okay, you're not letting people get you. You're not letting your emotions even bother you. You are really, not to say that they don't at all, but I think that you're really getting good at pulling your focus and your attention into the things that lift you up, the things that bring you joy, the more of winning, more of maybe your career or your money situation. And also with the Knight of Cups here, there could be an offer coming in. Okay, there could be an offer for love, or yeah, or something that you're gonna love, right? Balance is gonna be the key this week. Learning how to, kind of adjust and make sure that you're balancing out the different areas of your life as well. Tell me about this Nine of Cups in reverse for my Geminis. Tell me about this Nine of Cups. Ooh. We get the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it's like something didn't go your way. Maybe there was a false start, because that could be definitely this fire energy where something, you tried to start something and it just didn't work out like you had planned. But listen, just because that didn't happen doesn't mean something better maybe even is coming in. Okay, because this is only a 9 that didn't go your way. The 10 is here. Okay, so don't have doubt, don't second guess. Make sure that you just keep focusing on winning here, okay? Because you will. You're going to. Okay, don't allow yourself to get bent out of shape if something doesn't go your way, because things are orchestrating. Okay, things are balancing out. Tell me about this 10 of Pentacles, please, for my Geminis. Tell me about this 10 of Pentacles. Just moving forward. Letting go of the old, letting go of whatever did not work out, and starting this new cycle, because there's something, I just keep getting this feeling like there's something better coming. Okay? There's something better coming. Some of you guys could be dealing with some legal issues. That doesn't have to be for everybody. That was just what was on the bottom here. Court, judges, immigration, lawyers, etc. Let's see, any more messages for my Geminis for this week? Any more messages for my Geminis? Like creativity. Somebody you might even find, okay, I'm getting a couple different angles on this. For somebody could be actually stealing your work or copying you, duplicating you, feeding off your energy. Don't let them bother you, okay? These are they're jealous of you. They're envious. It's okay. Take it as a compliment. Dust it off and move forward, okay? Choose to look at this, if that's what's happening, as a compliment, okay? Don't let it bother you. Another thing that's coming forward, especially since we had the tarantula energy here as well, is using your own creativity in a new way, perhaps. You could get some downloads, some energy, right? We got lots of air, lots of fire. So thoughts coming in and information coming in, and then you putting them into the physical, right? And they're coming in through spirit, okay? There could be somebody provoking you this week, but just brush them off. Come back to your peace. Come back to this energy of, I shall not give a beep. Right? We're moving forward. We're letting that shit go. Okay? We got new mental energy that's coming in that is supporting us. So we're not going to allow the illusions. We're not going to allow the vampires. We're not going to allow, what have you, whatever this is, to get us down. All right, gems. And then I did want to just touch on the Black Moon Lilith energy very quickly. It is time to be careful, okay? Think about what might manifest over anger or bitterness or revenge, okay? You have worked too hard for, to collapse at this time, all right? Astrologically, the black moon Lilith represents soul expansion and cosmological awareness. It's the force in aloneness and the path of the individual. Okay, black moon Lilith is a dark goddess. She's the ghost of a moon, right? And as a shift in power and consciousness, she symbolizes destruction before creation. Okay, the name Lilith means screeched owl or night hag. And Lilith is the ancient goddess of mystery and transformation. Stories of Lilith appeared around 5,000 years ago in the area of Samaria, where she was said to have been a handmaiden to Inanna, queen of the heaven. Most of us recognize Lilith from the Hebrew myth as the first wife of Adam. Lilith also appears in folklore in medieval Judaism as the rebellious first wife who refused to submit to Adam, and she was enraged, and so she fled to the Red Sea, which is an area of mystery and danger. And then she procreated with other spirits, giving birth to demons. And then later, Lilith became a succubus, appearing to men at night and sapping their strength and causing wet dreams and impotency. And so throughout the ages, Lilith was demonized. She was the first spiritual upstart, but in recent years, her status changed. Okay, Lilith is a feminine force of command and strength. She represents the power that we hold in secret. Okay, when this card turns up in a reading, something lurks. Lilith appears as the dark part of the astrological chart. She's our shadow side. She's the dark face of the moon, where mysteries and unexplained occurrences lie in wait. Okay, so this card indicates a call to wildness, even subversion. Lilith is the evocation of what may or may not be there. Okay, she can manifest as madness or self-realization. Lilith represents a refusal to submit. So it's not a good time to give in, even when the path seems like a rough one. Okay, there may be a tendency to isolate or focus on feelings of revenge. And the hallmark of the black moon Lilith energy is muteness and aloneness. Okay, Lilith is a subdued power and complicated magneticism. She remains awake while the rest of the world is asleep. She's the dark thoughts that enter our consciousness just before we fall asleep. She symbolizes or suggests, I should say, a female rebellion. Okay, she can represent an angry mother or an enemy or an embittered woman or even a stalker or a scorned woman. You have this feeling that you're waiting for something to happen, but you don't have the entire information. So facts are hidden or mysterious. Something stalks, you feel it. Right? But Lilith is sharp. She knows, she senses, she processes what is there. And because Lilith feels slighted, she can represent a formidable foe or a dangerous enemy. And through Lilith, we discover creativity and the beauty that can exist in the darkness, as long as we keep our own demons in check and under our rule. Okay, so a beautiful, in my opinion, card to end with. Just take the time to go within, and take the time to see the truth, and take the time to let go of feelings of revenge or anger or feeling scorned, okay? Because you have beautiful blessings coming in, Gemini, okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting. It really does help the post to get out there a little bit more, and I am sincerely grateful. Do make sure you are subscribed. If you would like a follow-up reading to this, if you'd like to go deeper, do feel free to reach out, as I do have appointments open for one-on-one readings or hypnotherapy sessions this week. So hit me up. Love you guys.